What's going on, guys? Bryce94 here bringing you another miniature painting video. In today's video, we have a couple more Loot Studios miniatures. So first off, we have the Black Wolf. Let me kill the lighting so you guys can see the model just a little bit better. So there it is, and then the second model is the White Wolf, or it's the wild shaped form of one of the heroes in the bundle, Korma Shasan is her form. It's got like this kind of crescent moon thing going on right there that I'll be painting silver, but we're not going to talk about this one yet. We are talking about this one. So like I said, this is the Black Wolf, and these are going to be speed painted just because I want to kind of compare. So the big thing about this is comparing the Grim Black and the Holy White. I haven't had a lot of success with the Holy White. Grim Black, I like. I chose a light primer for this. This is the Wraithbone Citadel primer. I used it a lot for Zenithal highlighting, but with these models I just full on primed. So, like I said, Grim Black speed paint, and then we probably are going to add some not highlights, but dry brushes with hardened carapace. Maybe some highlights with some lighter. But then for the teeth, I do have Drake's Tooth, and then for the base, we're going to speed paint that Gravelord Gray and dry brush some Castle Gray over it just to give it some depth. But yeah, that is the Black Wolf. We'll discuss the White Wolf when we get to it. But for now, let's get to paint. And we're back. Well, back with the White Wolf. Black Wolf off to the side drying. White Wolf is here. So I did go ahead and do a layer of the gray, since I already had some left over after I did the gray on that. So went ahead and got that out of the way. So for this, we are going to take the Holy White, and then depending on how it turns out, we might be dry brushing some Vallejo Dead White over it. Might bring out some Dungeon Stone, which I did end up dry brushing some Dungeon Stone mixed with black on instead of the hardened carapace, because I liked it a little better. These are actually going really quick. We're also going to be using the Silver Dragon to do the moon, and then again the Drake's Tooth for the teeth. So I think that is it. I'm gonna shut up now and let's get to paint. officially back, done with both wolves here. Got the Black Wolf up first, but before I reveal the final products, if you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment to let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe if you're not already, because that's how you see all these videos when they go up. We are really close to 100 subs. It would be really cool to hit it at the beginning of the year. It was my goal for last year to kind of get 100 subs. We didn't quite make it, but we got close enough, so I was happy, considering I don't really promote the channel all besides Discord, but that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and look at the actual miniatures here. So this is the first wolf, the Black Wolf, which I think turned out to be my favorite. Did the most work on that. Also, I apologize if you guys were actually paying attention during the time lapse. A lot of the White Wolf footage was lost due to my own incompetence of clicking record buttons. So the initial coat with the Holy White speed paint's gone. I think some of the detail work after I dry brushed is gone, and yeah, it was a little upsetting. But yeah, so what I did here is this is the Grim Black base coated. There's actually 3 coats of Grim Black on this guy. And as you can see, like around the eyes, on the nails, and then just throughout the fur, there are some highlights of the Dungeon Stone matte black that I did, just to kind of give it some different colors as the light hits it. I did not end up using the Castle Gray at all. I did just do Dungeon Stone on the stones down here, and I like the texture and the look of them after that. Then I did use a Citadel Averland Sunset for the eyeballs. And I ended up grabbing Army Painter's Glistening Blood for the ears, just to give them some color. But yeah, really enjoyed this figure. Again, this is Loot Studios from their Vampires and Pinball bundle. So then we have the White Wolf here, which is the one that you didn't really get to see speed painted. So for actual white, the Holy White is awful. For an animal or fur or hair, Holy White's amazing, because it gives that, as long as there's a white base coat. I need to test it on a gray and a black base coat, but I think with a white or off-white base coat, this works perfectly. Because then, once it was on there, and let me kind of kill the light so you guys can see it better, and you can see a lot of the white peeking through. I went through and I did a couple coats of dry brushing on the fur of the wolf to give it more of a white appearance, and it looks better than what it does here. Let me see. Hey, that's actually pretty good. You can really see the white coming out in it, and the gray, and I get it in the shadow. So it actually looks, like what an Arctic wolf or a white furred creature would look like. Then I got the matte black on the claws, the Averland Sunset for the eyes, and the Glistening Blood in the ears. And then that's just matte black on the nose and claws. Oh, and the Drake's Tooth for the teeth. One thing I do want to say is you can see right there's a white strip under the eye. So I twitched, my hands aren't the steadiest hands, on the Averland Sunset on this eye and got it way down here, and I was like, crap. So I just took Holy White and I just kind of made a little streak on that side and a little streak on that side. So it kind of looks like kind of some battle paint, realizing the wolf's a little crooked. It's probably my bad when gluing it in. But yeah, it kind of gives it that, the war paint on the sides. Since it is technically a Druid wild shape, I thought that was kind of fitting. And maybe if I paint that Druid, I will go ahead and have the white stripes, so the theme will carry over. But yeah, and then you can't tell, but there is silver moons for the crescent here. I didn't realize until after I applied the dry brush, there is actually a little silver moon on the forehead crescent of this wolf. So we have both of our wolves here, all finished and painted up. Black versus white. As far as it goes, the Grim Black is definitely the better, of the two. Holy White is meh, but it definitely has its uses. So that is going to be it for this one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. It was a quick one. Painting wise, I mean, I knocked this out in maybe an hour or two after letting everything dry. I will say, I did try to dry brush this too soon, reactivated the paint, and just stripped a lot of it off. So that was unfortunate. Had to go back through, which is why it got 3 coats of paint instead of just the 2. But yeah, enough chit chat. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.